the city has now created this product that anything it makes at the end of the day just reinvests back into its own facilities. Truly remarkable, where you don't see that in any other arena in the United States.
Hey there, ALSD. Jared Frank here with Matt Homan, President and General Manager of Dickies Arena. Matt, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
So your building is, what I've learned, very similar to most arenas across the venue marketplace, but your primary tenant is very unique amongst our membership. Can you please tell us who that is and some of the details of having that tenant in the building?
Yeah, so our primary tenant will be the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Their rodeo performances will move from the iconic Will Rogers Memorial Center over to Dickies Arena beginning in January of 2020. The Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo will have 25 rodeo performances in the new Dickies Arena, and that'll take place beginning the Friday before Martin Luther King holiday and running for 23 days straight. They're a 501c3. They've been around for over 100 years and had rodeo performances for over 100 years. We consider them our anchor tenant in the facility. So we did not go out there looking for a minor league sports team to come into this facility. We felt like we had a great anchor tenant in the stock show and rodeo. It gave me the ability to then take to market the arena and bulk book some of these other opportunities out there throughout the rest of the year, which I thought was very much a great thing and needed on this side of the Metroplex in Fort Worth.
You mentioned that you're a non-profit entity just now. I don't want to just gloss over that. Can you go into more detail of the financial structure?
It was a public-private partnership with the city of Fort Worth, and the private side came back and said, if we're making this financial contribution to this project, because at the end of this, the city will own this arena. They said, we don't want to let this arena be run by the city and be run as other city facilities would be run. So we're going to create another not-for-profit entity, and that's Trail Drive Management Corp, which I'm the president and general manager of. The unique thing about that is Trail Drive Management Corp opens up with little to no debt on the arena, and any net revenues that we make at the end of the year can only be done with three things. One, put into a reserve account, capital improvement or capital maintenance account, and then the third is that we can also reinvest back into the city's assets here on the Will Rogers campus. So really, the city has now created this product that anything it makes at the end of the day just reinvests back into its own facilities. Truly remarkable, where you don't see that in any other arena in the United States. To my knowledge, there's no other arena in the United States that's set up like this, and that was one of the really attractive things about coming and starting this company.
And in addition to the stock show and rodeo, what other types of events can we expect to see programmed into the building?
So as you look across the Metroplex, you know, there is no sports and entertainment venue on this side of the Metroplex. Everything is going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. You know, to my mind, everything is going to be east of Highway 360, which is a dividing line. And you have Dallas, Irving, and Plano and Frisco and all that, what's growing over here. Here, there's nothing over here. Fort Worth itself is the 13th largest city in the United States, growing at a faster capacity than any other top 20 city. And, you know, so what we're looking to do is reinvent, you know, bring back sports and entertainment into Fort Worth. So we've already locked in the NCAA men's basketball tournament in 2022, the American Athletic Conference men's basketball tournament 2020 through 2022, NCAA women's gymnastics championships 2020 through 2022, and then we're going to do concerts, family shows, other sporting events that we can do in this facility year round. And so that opportune booking time, you know, is going to be that year round, because the stock show only will take us offline basically for the month of January and a little bit into February.
So I live in the Metroplex, so I'm familiar that Fort Worth and Dallas have those different flavor profiles, but obviously most of our membership would not be aware of that. And really beyond that, sponsors, the artists themselves might not be familiar. So what is the communication and messaging to them that, hey, you can actually play both venues in Dallas and in Fort Worth because the numbers support it?
And that's one of the things I'm out there preaching and selling every day, whether it's to artists, managers, and agents and promoters, and telling them what's going on. Because if you think about it, you know, and the easy explanation to someone in Los Angeles is, well, it's like LA and Anaheim. two separate markets. Yes, the same TV market, but two totally separate markets where you do not see people traveling back and forth. And Fort Worth itself, if you put it into any, again, into any Midwest town outside of here, would be one of the largest cities in the United States. And I think that is going to show that to people. Plus, there's a very unique history that people from Fort Worth don't necessarily like to travel to Dallas. And I think, so what I sit there and say is you can play both buildings, and you can have a concert at American Airlines Center on Wednesday or Thursday night, and then play Fort Worth on Friday and Saturday night. I think it'll take time to show people this, that, promoters and agents, that you're not robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak, that it is two unique markets, and that you can still walk out with money from each venue. And I think that's what we're trying to show. I think what'll happen initially is you'll start to have events that'll play maybe Dallas in September, October, then come play us in November and December. And once you show those buying patterns aren't crossing over, and that it is that unique market, then I think you'll start to see it. You'll start to see them play back-to-back events here in the market. All the family shows are already going to do it because they know they don't have to double their marketing dollars. They can make one marketing spend, play Dallas for a week, and then come play Fort Worth for a week. So, and that's what we're seeing with all the family shows. Concerts, I think it'll take a little time, but I think it'll eventually happen.
So we're giving credit where credit is due. Can you just give us a dossier of who the participants of the design build team are? Who's the architect? Who's the general contractor, et cetera?
Sure. Our architect is David Schwarz. DMS is our design architect of the facility. The architect of record is HKS. Mr. Ed Bass, our chairman of our organization and the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, has been very much involved with the design of the facility to make sure that it is that gem that is here to last Fort Worth citizens for many years to come.
And the core of our audience is obviously those folks that work on the premium levels. Can you give us a rundown of your premium portfolio here, telling us types of products, quantity of each of those products, and if it's available, what is your value proposition to the folks that are walking through this preview center to ultimately buy those products?
I'll start with the entry level, which is we'll have 2,600 club seats in the arena. Those club seats start at about $3,000 a seat. Include all of your season tickets to the rodeo performances at Dickies Arena, and then gives you that first right of refusal into the arena for every other event that we have in the arena, which is guaranteed seating in the best 25% seating in the house. So it's kind of like a floating club seat. You don't have that same seat for every concert and rodeo performance. We then move into rodeo boxes, which historically are very important here in Fort Worth. We expanded the rodeo boxes of what they have over at Will Rogers into the new Dickies Arena by increasing that by about 62. We also increased the size, so we have more seats down there. Those rodeo boxes are that person's season ticket for all the rodeo performances. And then what we did is we added that as a club seat package as well, giving them the first right of refusal to buy those seats throughout the rest of the year. It includes your parking pass, includes all your rodeo tickets, and it starts at about $20,000 for a rodeo box. Then we move up into our premium level, into our loge boxes. We'll have 32 loge boxes in the arena. Loge boxes are located on the suite level on the four corners of the arena. All of our loge boxes are 4, 5, and 6 seat loge boxes. And we've priced our loge boxes to be all-inclusive. Our loge boxes and our suites, which I'll talk about next, were all-inclusive pricing model. So included all your tickets, all your parking, no matter if we did 1 Disney on Ice show, 7 Disney on Ice shows, 1 concert, 1 George Strait show, or 5 George Strait shows, that all your tickets are included there. Because we felt like that was the way to go to market. Our loge boxes are all 4, 5, and 6 seaters, and they start at about $33,000 a year. And then we went into our suites. We'll have 40 suites in the arena. 36 are for sale in annual contracts. We've sold out of those annual contracts. Those included all your tickets for all your performances and all of the events that'll come in Dickies Arena, including 4 parking passes. And we sold those suites for $107,000 a year. So we were very successful in selling those products, and we think that we have something great on our hands for the future of Fort Worth.
Well, Matt, I'm going to cut myself off there. I don't want to miss my time window to peek my head in the door next door. So
yeah, let's go in.
Why don't we go check it out?
Let's go check it out. It'd be great.